In this video, I'm giving you multiple tips and tricks that I wish I knew before my first day on Shipt. Now, these tips will help you make more money on your first day on Shipt. They'll help you master your market faster, help you learn the platform faster, and make sure you're taking steps in the right direction to earn more money on Shipt, and ultimately make sure your first day on Shipt isn't a disaster like mine was. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, target orders are easiest to shop because they can be sorted by location. And what that means is that within Target, you can sort all the items on your list by aisle number, and essentially you can find out where everything in the store is, make a route going through the A's, the B's, the C's, the D's, the E's, the F's, the G's, and then to the baby section, the clothes section, and then right to checkout. Additionally, the majority of Target orders that I see in my metro are prepaid orders, which means that after you shop for them, you just have to do an audit at checkout and then you bag the items yourself. What that also means is that you don't have some inexperienced checkout person bagging your items, trying to rush you through and doing something funny like putting the eggs on top of the milk. Additionally, the majority of Target orders that I see in my metro are relatively small, and most Target stores have similar layouts as far as aisle numbering and lettering and what items are in what lettered aisles. Now, there's two main types of orders on Shipt: shop and deliver, and delivery only. With delivery only orders, you can a lot of times get them done faster because all you have to do is go to one location, pick up the item, sometimes it's multiple items, and go deliver them. There's no shopping involved, but the downside of delivery only orders is that you can't get tips on most of these. I believe the only exception is Party City orders, but somebody fact check me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. The main benefit of delivery only orders is that you're able to complete more orders in less time, which especially comes in handy if you're trying to complete a bonus. So essentially with delivery only orders, you can increase your dollars per hour, but it's for a short period of time. And compared to shop and deliver orders, where you have the upside of potentially getting a tip. Now, shop and deliver orders take more effort to complete, and there's potential downside of not getting a tip after exuding all of that effort, or even being rated a 1 rating or something poor that doesn't match the effort that you gave to that order. Now, you won't always get tips on shop and deliver orders, but as you master your market and you find out who does tip and who doesn't tip in your area, essentially what you'll be doing is increasing the ratio of how often you do get tips on shop and deliver orders, and essentially cutting out the customers who don't tip, so you're getting tips on the majority of your shop and deliver orders in the future. Now, giving good service on shop and deliver orders is one of the most important things on Shipt, in my opinion, because giving good service on a shop and deliver order leads to getting a 5-star rating, which leads to both member matches and preferred shopper requests, which leads to getting those offers from those tipping customers first and being prioritized, which leads to making more money in less time as well as more money in the long run. Now, if you're able to get a good customer base of tipping customers doing the shop and deliver orders, able to get a lot of those done in one day, as well as get your bonuses on top of that, that's how you maximize the amount of money that you make per day on Shipt. Now, when it comes to Shipt bonuses, I like them a lot because they're actually bonuses. They're actually extra money you get. It's not a guaranteed amount like the other platform that I will not be naming today in this video. The way that Shipt bonuses typically work is that the extra money you get for sometimes completing a specific type of order. I've seen them be only on delivery only orders. I've seen them be on all types of orders. I've seen them be on prescription orders, etc. So always make sure you're looking at the fine print when you're doing a Shipt bonus. But for the most part, at least in my metro, they're on all order types. It's something like complete 5, 8, 12 orders that day and get something like an extra 40, 50, 80 bucks. And like I mentioned before, that's on top of whatever you earn in base pay and tips. So that's an actual bonus when you're doing those Shipt bonuses. So I always recommend whenever you're doing a Shipt shop, be aware of what bonuses are going on and make sure you're doing something that helps you achieve or earn those bonuses. Now, so far, I'm doing a lot of talking about delivery only orders and then talking about Target orders, which a lot of times are prepaid. But the orders on Shipt that are typically most likely to tip are actually the non-prepaid orders. So whenever you see an order on Shipt that's not a prepaid order, what that typically means is that's made by a Shipt member. Now, Shipt members are more likely to tip because they know what Shipt is all about versus a Target prepaid order. Those are orders that are made through the Target app, so they're not aware that you're an independent contractor. They think maybe it's a Target employee that's going to be delivering the item. Plus, they don't know if they're going to see you again, and they may or may not rate you. So there's a lot of different variables that when you see a Target prepaid order may not have the same level of respect as a non-prepaid order that's made by a Shipt member. Now, you do want to keep in mind that for those non-prepaid orders, you're going to need to use your Shipt card to check out. And then also, since they are Shipt members, you want to definitely be as communicative as possible, be very friendly, be conversational with them, do everything that you can in your power to earn that 5-star rating. And also, with a Shipt member, you also have that potential to become a preferred shopper for them. And if they're a tipper, you'll be prioritized on their orders in the future. Additionally, and this goes with all Shipt customers, whenever you're communicating substitutions or out of stock items with the customers, say, hey, they're out of this, but also kind of suggest some replacement options. Like, hey, they're out of 5-hour energy drinks. It's a 6-pack. Would you like to replace it with a 10-pack? Send them a picture of it. Tell them that it's the same flavor. And especially when you're shopping at Target or some of these other big box stores, they don't always have the best signals. So when you're sending that information about the substitute, sometimes your text and message goes out without the picture, or the picture is delayed. So whenever you have the verbiage and you have the description in your text message, it's easier for the customer to respond in the cases that your picture doesn't go out or your picture goes out later. Additionally, it's my way of documenting the level of service that I give to the customer, because if for some reason there's some miscommunication with the customer, or the customer just doesn't like the way I shop for them for whatever reason and gives me a 1-star rating, that documentation and that paper trail, when I put in for rating forgiveness, Shipt can look at the communications that I had with the customer, the pictures I sent in my text, the descriptions I sent in my text, my friendliness and level of communication with the customer, and decide, hey, this shopper didn't warrant a 1-star rating, so let's reverse this 1-star rating and give this shopper rating forgiveness, maintaining my high level of ratings, ensuring that I can continue to get good offers from the customers and be prioritized from offers from good customers all around. Now, when it comes to rating forgiveness, I'm 100% when it comes to rating forgiveness in my Shipt career. One thing that I recommend is to always dispute your 1-star ratings. Nothing will take your business faster than a 1-star rating, especially since your ratings determine your offers. And getting a 1-star rating will essentially cause you to only get the offers that everybody else passes up, or the offers that hit open metro, which can be first-time customers who may not understand that as a Shipt shopper, you really rely on their tips. Additionally, you'll have a lower volume of orders that you'll have access to, because all the good customers will be going to the higher rated shoppers. And especially when it comes to those open metro customers, a lot of those customers are people who everybody else has passed on, and that's why they hit open metro, because they're known for being somebody that's a rating tanker. Like, they may give you 4-star ratings for a reason out of your control. They just may think, 4-star is good, and not realize that the impact that not getting a 5-star rating will have on your business. And on top of those 4-star ratings, you also have that 1-star rating, which will easily push you from an excellent to a good, and even potentially put you in jeopardy of getting deactivated if you get another 1-star rating. So always dispute your 1-star ratings on Shipt. Always give good customer service so that you'll have the documentation to back up why Shipt customer service should overturn your 1-star ratings. Last but not least, and probably most importantly, to be honest, map labeling and customer tracking is the best way to master your market and make more money with Shipt. Whenever I get an order from Shipt, the one thing that I do religiously is make sure that I track the customer. I track the date of the order and the last 4 of that order number. Since I use Google Maps, what I do is actually label that address with that date and last 4 of the order number. So whenever I get another order from that customer, I'll see the order date and last 4 of the previous order number. I'll go back into my payment history, check if that customer tipped. If they did tip, hey, I'll take another order from them, as well as label them as a tipper. If they didn't tip and there's no bonus going on, I won't take that order. What I've noticed is that when I start passing up on these non-tipping customers, a couple of different things happen. Number one, the percentage of my orders that end up with a tip increases. The second thing that happens is that customer will actually go to a lower rated shopper. Now, the lower rated shopper is lower rated for a reason. Typically, they give poor service, have poor communication, they deliver late, they don't put a lot of effort into finding substitutions. By the way, when it comes to substitution, whenever an item is out of stock at Target, I always make sure to ask a Target employee if they have more in the back. A lot of times they will. What this does is also help you increase your customer satisfaction, since you're giving them more of the items that they want, And also, it reduces your risk of potentially getting a 4 or any type of non-5 rating, because they can't say that you had a missing item or incorrect item, because every item that was on their list was delivered to them. Whenever those non-tipping customers get those lower rated shoppers, they're more likely to be dissatisfied with their service and ultimately end up trying to get a better rated shopper in the future. So that might lead them to getting you again in the future, maybe a couple weeks down the road, and they'll tip you because they want you to not pass up on their order. At least one of my customers has done this, and then when I later took that customer that didn't tip previously, only because a bonus was going on, when I took that order and checked it back later, they actually started tipping. Now, I'm pretty sure this was because they got a low-rated shopper before, they were dissatisfied with their service, and they wanted me to start accepting their orders again. So that's what can happen if you continue to track your customers. Take only the ones that are worth taking, and know your worth, and pass up on the ones that don't tip. Now, if you want more tips on how to increase how much money you make with Shipt, watch this video now. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, and until next time, dash optimally.